Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Mr. Parlington here. Today we're looking at not this carry bag, what's in the bag, the Evercade. The Evercade is quite an interesting portable console that is focusing on retro gaming and some exclusives. It's independent from all the other console providers, and I bought this because there's one particular game that is available that is not available anywhere else. So before we find out what's going on with the Evercade and I tell you all about what game pushed me over to get this little console, subscribe to this channel, give me a like, leave me some comments if you think this is a cool console, if you like retro gaming, or if you just want to say hi. So without further ado, let's talk about the Evercade. So the Evercade, like you saw before, is a portable handheld console similar to the Switch, but it uses its own cartridges. It's been developed by this company called Blaze Entertainment, and it has, by the time of the recording of this video, it has over 400 games available already on the platform. What's interesting is their focus on older classics, re-releases, and some games that are actually either not available in any other consoles, any other platforms, or that are stuck in a very, let's say, if I say retro, it's almost like an understatement, something very, very ancient that is hard to play on today, like let's say Commodore 64. The other interesting thing about the Evercade is you can also plug it into your TV through HDMI, so you can play portable, but you can also play it on the TV. There's another two versions of the Evercade, one which is literally just a home console that you plug directly in TV and it doesn't have a screen, and depending on what you see this video, the Evercade EXP, which is a version like the handheld one, but it's sleeker, it has better screen, and it has better finishes and some built-in games from Capcom. That's coming out, or maybe if you see this in the future, it's already out. But all the cartridges are compatible with the handheld ones. Now, when I was trying to get the Evercade, it was a little bit after, actually quite a bit after their official launch, and it was quite hard to find. I'm not sure what the current status of the stock of the console itself is. Probably low because the new one is about to be released now. So I actually had to go to like a Craigslist type app called Kijiji here in Canada to get it, because it was either sold out everywhere or it was being sold on Amazon or eBay for a stupid amount of money. So what's in the box for the Evercade? Let's go and have a look. So here is the Evercade. It's a relatively small box. I'm just going to put my Switch there for reference, you know, the same size of the Switch. Just use it later. So let's see what's in here. So this is what's called the premium pack. So it has 3 collections: the Data East collection, the Interplay collection, and the Atari collection. Personally, I think that's the order of preference. Data East, Interplay, and Atari. I'm not an Atari fan, but definitely have memories from playing Data East arcade games, and I used to look at the magazines like Game Pro or something like that, and would I always wanted to buy Interplay games, but yeah, I never bought any of them. So let's have a look. This gives me an opportunity to try them. What else is in here? So there you have a view of the boxes. And what's in the back? Let's have a look. Yeah, so like I said before, you can plug this onto the TV directly with the HDMI cable. All the games are licensed. No, they put a lot of effort to getting the license for interesting games, which I really appreciate. So let's see what's inside this. Yeah, okay, so this there, ready to play again. which I like that. I like their focus on retro games, especially those games that are not available at all anywhere. So it's pretty standard box, manual, black and white manual. That doesn't say anything. So here's the Evercade. Oh, that's some cheap plastic here, but here's the Evercade. Oh, there you go. I was playing this already. Yeah, it feels good. A little bit. These are clicky. They feel nice. Even though it does look a little bit cheap, it's like it serves its purpose. They're releasing a new version that looks more professional, so I'll talk about that in a bit. What else is in here? Yeah, so you have Data Age Collection. Yeah, with those games. The Interplay Collection. I always want to try Clay Fighters, so there you go, I have a chance now. And the Atari Collection, like I said, not interested in Atari, so it's not even open. I haven't tried this. And it comes with the USB cable, because there's some upgrades they've been doing to the firmware, so you can see they are supporting it in the long term. Right, and let's see how it compares in size. So here's a Evercade, and here is Switch. So even though the box was the same size as the Switch, the Evercade is slightly tinier. There's a lot of dust here. I was playing this dog for a while, so it's collecting that. So yeah. So the it's quite tiny, but yeah, it's very portable. It's you have classic arcade games on the go, and the screen is not too bad. Yeah, I want to show you here how the screen looks. Blaze Entertainment used to be behind those Atari plug-and-play TV mini consoles, and then they started doing this. What's something? Let's push this up. It's something that everyone knows. Let's play Burger Time. Yeah, press Burger Time. Breakthrough. No, that's not what I want. Burger Time. There you go. There you go. Oh my god, this music. I remember it. And it's the same song over and over and over. That's what you get with this classic arcade games. There you go. Oh. That. Okay. You get an idea, I think. So now that I've told you what the Evercade is, and I show you what's in the box, you're wondering, what's the one game that pushed me over the edge to buy it? I'll tell you a story about me. When I was growing in the 90s, I used to spend summer in the coast of Argentina, and there I used to go to arcades very often. And one of my favorite arcades of the early 90s was Tumble Pop. And there's this multi-cartridge from the Evercade that has definitely has some really good games like Burger Time or Chain Reaction, but I bought this to be able to play Tumble Pop. And you're wondering, you're crazy, why aren't you playing this in somewhere else, on some other console? Well, reality is that this is the first time that Tumble Pop is actually available on any other console other than arcades. There was one port to the Game Boy, but it's not a pure arcade port. No, the screen and resolution of the Game Boy, the original way, I'm talking the black and white Game Boy, is very different from the arcade one. So this is the first time that Tumble Pop is available on anything other than arcades. When you look at the screens, you probably say, like, this doesn't look like anything I would ever play. But remember, this is something I used to play as a kid, as a teenager, so yeah, the nostalgia pull on Tumble Pop was really strong, and I'm actually pretty happy that Evercade is put it in focus on things like this, because it's important for preservation. There are some games you heard me before on the channel, and some of these digital platforms go away, we lose the ability to get some of the games that were in them unless publishers like Nintendo or Sony decide to republish them or to re-release them in more modern platforms. There you have it. Story why I got an Evercade and the Data East arcade collection one, because of Tumble Pop. I hope you learned something about Tumble Pop today. That's all we got for today. Like this video, leave me a comment which game would push you over to buy a retro console. For me it was Tumble Pop, it might be something different for you. Subscribe to my channel, share this video, and like I always say, keep on collecting.